no need to compromise. It's a movement. Join us.
6:14 right now. The parents of Brian Laundrie are fighting a lawsuit by the parents of Gabby Petito. Chris and Roberta Laundrie are seeking to dismiss the suit, which claims they withheld information about Petito's murder. The Laundrie's family attorney says they exercised their fundamental rights and therefore cannot be held liable.
It is 6:15. A woman speaking out after she was attacked by 3 men outside a pizzeria in Queens. 61-year-old Yoon Hee Chang was in Elmhurst on Saturday night when the suspects stabbed her in the back and took her bag. Chang says that she ran inside that pizzeria for help because she's a regular there and she knows the owners. The father and son owners then chased the suspects and they held on to 2 of them until officers arrived. During the scuffle, the father was stabbed 9 times. He still managed to hang on to those guys. The son was stabbed 1 time. Both suffered collapsed lungs. A community organization advocating for victims is saying that more needs to be done.
We can't isolate these incidents. We have to see the bigger pattern, which is that AAPI violence, like violence against our community, has gone up about 360% within the last 2 years.
Police arrested 30-year-old Robert Wack and 18-year-old Supreme Gooding, and they are still searching for a 3rd suspect.
Your president sees you. That was the message to the LGBTQ community as President Biden marks today Transgender Day of Visibility. The president's statement yesterday marks a day meant to help support the mental health of transgender children. Today there will be a number of events at the White House, including a presidential address, along with transgender kids and advocates paying a visit to the White House. Jeopardy champion Amy Schneider, who is transgender, will also pay a visit and meet with Second Gentleman Doug Emhoff. Voting rights took center stage at an event to close out Women's History Month. The League of Women Voters hosted an awards breakfast under the theme Access to the Ballot Box. Do you recognize her? I don't know who that is. I was honored, though, to host the event right after Eyewitness News this morning. Yesterday in Midtown, the program included a conversation about corporate America's role in ensuring everyone has access to voting. It was compelling and powerful. More than $10,000 was raised at the event, which will help the league continue the important work it's done for more than 100 years. So there you go.
Can I just throw in, and I say this because I adore my partner here. You were stunning. You were amazing. And I was just looking at the stuff.
You know what?
Everybody was like, you are awesome.
People were feeling the yellow because they were so over all the cold we've been experiencing.
Yeah,
like we need some spring.
I'm glad you mentioned the yellow too, because my first thought is I need to borrow that outfit. Really cute. Anytime. So please bring that soon. But like you mentioned, it has been fairly cold, but at least we do warm up this afternoon. We'll have a high of 67 degrees. But we'll also have to deal with rain and some pretty strong storms. Currently, though, 45 degrees. We have a lot of cloud cover. Even watching some mist collecting on the camera. Sunrise at 6:41. So radar isn't really showing rain falling, but it is wet. We have damp roads due to some patchy drizzle and misty conditions. So just watch out for that as you head out the door. Currently, in Tremont, 40 degrees, 42 degrees in Whitestone and East Village, 45. It's also up to 55 in Belmar and 58 degrees in Ricetown. And that's showing that warmer air surging to the north as a warm front moves through the tri-state area. And because of all this moisture, we still do have patchy, dense fog. Visibility is going down in Westchester, the Bronx, more of the same across Queens and the city. So that could slow you down throughout your morning commute. We're even seeing more fog developing on Long Island. And that breeze continues to slowly pick up too. We have winds out of the south up to around 10 to 16 miles per hour in some spots. Winds really ramp up later today. We'll have sustained winds out of the south up to around 10 to 25 miles per hour and gusts up to 35 miles per hour, maybe even higher in some spots. So it really is going to be a pretty bumpy day. Mostly cloudy skies currently, some patchy drizzle, but the heaviest rain that is just off to the west. This is all a part of this large storm system that brought severe storms to the southeast yesterday, even bringing more severe weather to that area this morning. For us, though, through noon, we'll continue to have mostly cloudy skies, patchy drizzle, but heavier rain north and west of the city, and we'll continue just to have a chance for spotty light rain throughout this afternoon. But the heavier rain and also storms, that will start to push into spots in the Hudson Valley and northwest New Jersey after around 6 to 7 p.m. Throughout the evening, we'll continue to have just a round of showers and storms, and then most of this activity clearing out overnight. By this time tomorrow morning, we should be dry, but we'll have mostly cloudy skies, maybe a stray shower possible Friday afternoon. And then Saturday, we will get off to a quiet start to the weekend. But once again, going back to those storms that will form later this evening, some of those could be severe. We now have a slight risk that has been expanded farther to the east. It includes most of the tri-state area. The main concern with stronger storms will be damaging winds and up to quarter-size hail. So this afternoon, 67 degrees. Tonight, 42, 59 degrees. Tomorrow, then this weekend, a dry and sunny start Saturday. But we'll see the return of rain and possibly a little snow Sunday. Heather?
And the Garden State Parkway South Exit 90, we have an accident reported. We're also hearing that there could be a fire involved in that one. And then as you go onto the LIE heading west, exit 43, we have an accident. So this is right near Southwest Bay Road, but you can see delays building. And right over here, that's where the activity is. This is the Cross Bronx, which is really slow on the westbound side, getting into the Bronx River Parkway. Garden State Parkway, this is starting April 18th. It was supposed to start on March 28th, but they have postponed it to April 15th. The ramps right around exit 105, those are going to be closed down starting April 18th at 10 p.m. and will last through the summer. Street cleaning rules are in effect. Charlene, over to you.
Heather, thanks so much. Canine trials are underway in New Jersey as dogs put their skills to the test to find out who is best in show. The trials are conducted by the Police Canine Association Region 15, and they are tested across the board. The partnerships between dog and handler are also judged, making it a team effort. Most of these dogs received 4 months of training under the Passaic County Sheriff's elite canine staff.
It's a little bit of a competition. We're looking for the perfect dog. The dog moves quickly, the dog responds quickly. The officer that's able to move the dog quickly and read the dog's alert and know that the dog is an odor. The perfect dog shouldn't disturb the package, and it should be a safe dog to work around people.
Top canines are chosen to compete in the national trials later this year in Georgia. People are ready to say I do after 2 years of uncertainty with the pandemic. What a new report is now revealing about weddings this year. Plus, movie star Bruce Willis stepping away from acting. Ahead at 6:30, what we're learning about his condition this morning as he battles a brain disorder.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News exclusive.
What would you say to any of the Navy officials who are watching this right now? What do you want them to hear from you?
Regina Mullen breaking her silence to ABC's Amy Robach.
Get down in the mud and start crawling.
Nearly 2 months after the grueling 5.5 sleepless days of Navy SEAL Hell Week training that ended in her son Kyle Mullen's unexplained death.
So how did you find out that he had died?
There was a knock on my door, and I looked out the top window, and I saw people in white suits at my door. And I opened the window. I said, "Is he in the hospital?" They said, "No, ma'am." They said, "Can we come in?" And I let them in, and I said, "He's not coming home, is he?" And they said, "No, ma'am, he's not coming home." And that's how I found him.
And we'll have much more of this exclusive interview coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimber, ABC News, New York.
Imagine a checking account that's as on the go as you are, with no minimum balance requirements, no monthly maintenance fees, and no ATM fees at 30,000 locations nationwide. A free checking account from Bethpage Federal Credit Union lets you spend more time doing what you love most. Send and receive money yourself, securely deposit checks, and pay your bills all from your phone. Banking that's there for you.